Hello everyone. In last video we have seen the COSO dashboards which we wanted to create from the issues raised as part of various projects. These are the two dashboards which we wanted to create. The first one is COSO component and COSO principal wise and the highlighting of each of the issues into different colors. And the second is this charts. Most of these dashboards are interactive based on the slicer which have been inputted over here. You can just click them and it will get updated. In this video, I will be showing you how to create both of these dashboards. Before we start creating those dashboards, I want you to let you know there are some basic requirements for creating this dashboard. First, you should be having a listing or a database of projects and issues which are being mapped to legal entities and COSO component. Something similar to this tabular format over here. I will be explaining more on this tabular format. The second requirement is you should be having Excel 2010 and 2013 with Power Query and Power Pivot add-ins installs, and it will get reflected in your ribbon over here. Both of these add-ins are provided free of cost by Microsoft, and you should be installing it separately. Then the third requirement is you should be having a basic knowledge about the relationship concepts, how one-to-many relationships have been working in a relationship database. The fourth requirement is willingness to see things in a different way. Let's move on to the listing. This is the issue listing can be maintained manually or regularly updated as and when new projects are completed and issues identified in them. At present, I have created this dummy database with few fields. I would highly recommend you to have a minimum of these fields in your listing or a database. In case there is a separate database maintained and all project related details are uploaded into it, then you can generate a report at regular intervals you wish and then just dump that report in this particular listing. Rest of the stuff which we will see in this later part of the video will get updated automatically. Setting up of this listing and other stuff in this video is just a one-time exercise. In future, in case you want to add a new line item to this existing listing, you can just update over here and the rest of the linking will get updated automatically. Okay, let's now understand the relationship concept which we are going to use in this dashboard creation. The first stuff over here, I'm just taking a hypothetical example of a parent A and it has 4 subsidiaries over here. Now these 4 subsidiaries have different kinds of project like project 1, project 2 or subsidiary 1, and within those projects it has a separate issues. Now this issue may apply only to subsidiary 1 because of the specific projects, and there can be some kind of projects which based on the parent requirement have been done and which may apply to all of these subsidiaries over here, and they may again have some issues into them which may apply to subsidiary 1, 2, 3 and 4 altogether. Feeling little confused? Okay, let me just rephrase that one. The way I have maintained this issue listing over here is like this. So given example of project 1 can have issue 1 and issue 2. It may apply to legal entity 1, 2 and 3, all of them together, this issue 1, and issue 2 may apply to legal entity 4 and 5. It may happen that issue 2 may apply only to legal entity 4 and not to legal entity 5 and other legal entities. These legal entities can be a parent company or a subsidiary company. Again, similarly for project 2, which may have issue 3 and issue 4, and which in all together may apply to legal entity 4 and 5, and issue 4 may apply to legal entity 1 and 4. In this fashion only I have maintained the issue listing over here. So starting with the first column of a project name, the project date on which the report was issued, what was the rating for that particular project, what was the issues identified in that particular project. You can have an issue statement documented over here. As of now I have left it blank. Then the legal entity code, legal entity names, then this particular issue which you have identified, whether it is a design effectiveness or operating effectiveness issue. Then what was the rating given for that particular issue, and how those issues getting mapped to the COSO component and COSO principal. And finally, what is the status of that particular issue as such on a given particular date or whenever you have updated this report as such. So these are the few columns which I highly recommend you to have in your database. Moving on, we will be using a kind of a weighted average to build up the dashboards over here. So what is that weighted average? So let's have a look at it. I'm giving a weight of 1 for a low rated issue, 2 for a medium rated issue and 3 for a high rated issue. Here we will be counting the number of issues which we have identified. So I will be using a count if. Select this, all of them, press F4 and this one. Okay, so I'm just copying this below by pressing Ctrl D and take a total over here. Done. Now let's multiply both of them and now alt is equal to. So now I will be calculating a weighted average which will be divided by the count of issues. So here you will be getting 1.6. I will round it off with the round function 0. Done. I will be using a conditional formatting, color that into green, orange or red as such. Let's go to more rules, click on formulas cells that contain, then equal to 1 format. Go to font tab, select a green color for 1, fill as well 1. Okay. So as of now it is 2, so probably I will go to manage rules. Now create 2 more rules for this, equal to 2. Then it will be orange, font color orange. Okay. Now one more rule, the last one, 3. Font color will be red, so the cells won't be visible over here. Apply. Okay, so you can see that since we have got 2 over here, it has changed to orange color. In case I have got a 3 over here, it will automatically change to red. If I had got 1, it will automatically change to green color. So this is the kind of a conditional formatting and weighted average concept which we will be using in our creation of the dashboard. So now let's create a new Excel file, Ctrl N. Now I will be importing in this new file the unique items over here for project list, legal entities, issue listing. These are the 3 tables which will have only the unique details, and the 4th table will be for all of 3 of these combined together, like project, issues and legal entity together. And finally the 5th one will be for the COSO components and COSO principles. I will be using a Power Query for this. Before this, let's save this file. I'm saving it on desktop. You can save it wherever you want. Okay, so it's done. Go to your Power Query. From File, click Excel and locate the issue listing which you have stored over here, which we have seen just a few minutes before. So the navigator window will open over here on the right hand side. Click on the issue listing table and click edit. So now the first thing I will be importing only for the project list. Select the first column, press shift and then click the report rating. Right click and remove other columns. Select. In the name properties, type project list. In the report, right click, duplicate columns. We'll be converting this to report over here, which we will require for our slicers. So let's select this column, go to transform, under date select year as such. Now select all of them and go to home and remove duplicates. So it will just have a listing of the unique items over here. So now click close and load to. Now here select only create connection and directly add to this data model. This option is available only in Excel 2013. In Excel 2010 you will have to directly insert these to a sheet and then directly import into a Power Pivot. Now I will click load option over here. It will get loaded to Power Pivot model. Let's wait for a few minutes. Okay, now it's done. Let me show you in this Power Pivot window. I will be clicking on this manage icon in a Power Pivot. So here you can see that it got uploaded to a Power Pivot window. Now let's go back to our Excel file and import few more stuffs over here. Now go to Power Query and click on recent sources over here. Issue listing for COSO. Again go to issue listing over here, edit. Now this time we'll be importing the issue related, legal entity related stuff. Right click, remove other columns. Okay. Select both of them. LE, legal entity list. Same thing over here as well. Click load. So second table we have imported. Now third table. Edit. Now this time we'll be importing issue related details. Okay. Select all of them. Remove duplicates. Issue list. Okay, done. Now our fourth table, which will have linking issues, projects and legal entities. We'll select these 4 columns and click remove other columns. Select all of them. Remove duplicates. Okay. Replace medium with 2. Okay. High replace with 3. Okay. Low with 1. Okay. So this table will be for project, LE and issues. Close and load to data model. So done. Now the final thing which we will be importing is the, so this particular table I will be just importing into our data model directly in Power Pivot window. COSO framework. Okay. So we are almost done with this. Now let's go to our diagram view in Power Pivot window and create a relationships over here. This is our data table. This is our dimension table over here. Now let's create a relationships by just selecting issue ID and dragging and dropping into issue list over here. So this will create a relationships. Same way for projects as well as for legal entities. Okay, now COSO principles over here. Done. Let's go back to our diagram view, and now under the table which has projects, legal entities and issues, we will be creating some calculated fields over here. So distinct projects, just type in this calculation area over here, distinct count this particular project column, enter. So we'll be getting the count of the distinct projects. So you have 39 different projects. Now distinct issues, distinct counts. Okay, done. Now we'll be calculating weighted average of issues. Here we'll be calculating sum of this divided by count of this. We may be getting error since, okay, so we are getting over here. The reason behind this is the values over here have been stored as a text because during our Power Query we haven't converted that into a number over here. So probably we will have to go back and convert that into a number over here. Let's go to our this particular query and edit that. Select this column, data type, select whole number, and now click close and load to. So it's done. Now once you go back to a Power Pivot window, you will be getting the correct number here. But since this number is having a decimal places, we'll be rounding it off with a round function over here. So we are almost done. Let us close all the other files which we don't want as of now. So now we'll be creating a Power Pivot from this. Create a pivot table. Okay. Now name this particular sheet as a COSO Dashboard. Done. Let's close this workbook queries window. Now go to COSO framework, put COSO component and COSO principal under rows over here. Select any cell within this pivot table, go to design view, remove grand totals, remove subtotals, and show in tabular format over here. Now let's put project names in columns. Okay, we have done that. Let's right click pivot table options over here, remove this auto fit icons and go to display, select show items with no data on rows over here, so that all the COSO components and principles will get reflected even if something is not getting mapped. Let's remove this blank which we don't require. And now we'll be putting the weighted average in this particular field. So you can see that you are getting ones and twos over here for all the projects over here. So now we are almost done. We're just doing some kind of a formatting stuff here. Let's insert few rows at the top. I'm just doing some kind of formatting, decreasing the column width. Let's remove the headings. Let's remove the grid lines. Let's freeze the panes over here, and now we'll be doing a conditional formatting over here. Okay, now go to home, manage rules, new rules, cells that contain equal to 1, the same conditional formatting which we have done earlier. I am doing the same thing again over here. Okay, apply new rule for now, this for 2. Okay, apply new rule for 3. Let us select red color for this, 3 color over here, apply. So we have already applied over here, so this formatting is done. So you have a nice color coding for the issues over here. Now we will be inserting the slices over here and the color legend over here. Let's go to analyze and click on insert slices, click on all tab. Let us insert the issue status, then the legal entity name and the report over here. These are the 3 slices. You may insert the more slices as whatever you want, but as of now I'm just inserting 3 of them. Okay, the report over here, I'm just inserting that. It's a little bit of formatting only which you will have to do it. Okay, so probably you can just format it. Now let's align of them, select all of them together, go to align, align middle, distribute horizontally. Okay, now let us have a color coding over here. Green and red. Green will be for low, medium, high rated over here. So let's change this color. Let's give them a nice border over here. Press Ctrl C, go over here, paste picture. So you have a nice picture over here. Color lesion. Can just align. Let's remove this. Now let us insert just a label over here for a COSO dashboard. Dashboard. Okay. Let's increase the size of the text over here. Okay, we are done almost. So this is our COSO dashboard is getting ready. Select all of the rows over here and give them the ascent 3 so that the background looks good. Ascent 3 here as well, just below the PO tables. Okay, and now let's hide the rows which we don't require. Done. Now it just kind of a formatting stuff over here left out. Select all of them, Ctrl 1, go to border, select border, all of them, and the dotted line over here. Okay, and the next one, press F4 only. Since you have already done this, you will have to just press F4. Okay, now here you go. Here you just select this. Okay, done. So you have a nice dashboard created and the formatting is being done nicely. Let's hide this row. So you have a nice dashboard created which will be interacted based on the slices which are created over here. Let's give a formatting here as well. Okay, so we are done. Let's increase column width for all these rows so it looks even over here. So you are almost done with the COSO dashboards over here. Click on this chart will get updated. Same way for this, I think because of increasing the width, column width, this got shifted to another column, so we will have to realign it. Select all of them together, distribute horizontally and align middle. So now let's change the properties so that in future if we increase the column width, that doesn't get changed. So select on this. Okay, so now even if you increase the column width or decrease the column width, the slices won't move. So almost done. So this will work correctly. Done. So you can play around with this. So in next video I will be showing how to create the same charts over here, the second tabs. Thank you.